I was blown over by the greenery. You had all sorts of trees, the chicus and the guavas and so many coconut trees, mango trees. And then as you walk in and then you approach, you think, okay, this is huge, now it's going to end. Then you are faced with a huge, it opens out in an area which is a huge lake. My name is Prasanna K. Originally from a place called Koteshwara near Kundapur. For my engineering, I came to Surathkal. There's NIT Surathkal, and I did my engineering in material science. Was there for 4 years, and then my first job was in Bangalore in a company called Indian Aluminium Company. And then, of course, I hopped on to many jobs, worked with Dalmia Cement, international companies like Capital, and then I dived into startup world, and I was a finance head for a company called Meritrack, which was the pioneer in online examination. Of course, after my stint in Meritrack as head of finance and chief financial officer, I moved on to another company called Emeritus in Mumbai, and I was there for about 5 years. And last year I decided to take a break after 30 years of working. So I had the opportunity to move around the country. So I have stayed in Mumbai, I've stayed in Delhi, I've stayed in Calcutta, Chennai for 3 years. But I've spent close to 25 years in Bangalore, and that tells something about this place, right? I have loved every bit of my stay here. Of course, I have Kavita as my wife, and my mother also stays here. I have a son, and he is currently doing his PhD, pursuing his PhD in Zurich. We wanted a lot of open space around, quiet place, and then a lot of greenery, which is what we got here when we moved in, right? But an apartment is always an apartment. You are living in a community with a lot of other families. You will have certain limitations. An apartment provides, all the amenities. That's a huge benefit. In an independent house, you don't have that. Now, a villa is a combination of these two. So you get the feel of an independent house. There is a community, but unlike an apartment, it's not all boxed in. And then you have all the amenities to back you. So a villa is always an appealing thing. But I wanted it to be very quiet and sustainable, if that can be. When Capstone came up with this project, I also went along with Umesh to see the place. I was blown over by the greenery. You had all sorts of trees, the chicus and the guavas and so many coconut trees, mango trees. And then as you walk in and then you approach, it opens out in an area which is a huge lake, right? On top of that, the design the Capstone came up with for the villa, the amenities that they are providing, all of that appealed to me. What you look for when you are doing a large value purchase of this sort is basically trust. You have to buy it from a person whom you trust. I know Capstone for a long time, for example, and I have seen the development work of Capstone. For example, Flowing Tree, an apartment complex, again is a very well developed apartment complex. I have seen the quality of construction, I have seen the amenities. People are very courteous, nice. I have been called to Capstone office to explain the design. Our inputs have been taken to come up with the design. So a lot more interactions have happened, understanding the needs of the buyer, and then coming up and modifying the design. It's not a one-way street. It's a lot more interactive, and a lot more modifications are happening as we go along. They are absolutely important to me, especially, and to my wife. Of course, we are a family who believe in sustainability being part of our life. And when Umesh told that a lot of things are being done at Midsummer project, and there are quite a few, like rainwater harvesting, use of solar energy, and then the construction and design itself is such that you get a lot of natural lighting and things like that, it appealed to us instantly. My sense is I'm moving to a place that's today far off from city, but tomorrow is closer to everything. It's going to be the heart because the airport is there, and North Bangalore has already developed to a large extent, and that area also will become, a center of the North Bangalore. So I'm looking for a place that is much quieter and more closer to nature. That's what Midsummer is, which is much quieter, much cleaner, closer to nature, and then what more when all the sustainability factors are incorporated in the design, and I get a villa instead of staying in an apartment.